sleigh bricked up.
Buddy's going 8, bro. If it's snowing out there,
Grabs
and
a
there's
rock,
snow,
smashes
this
his
man's from
skull
the
in.
North Pole, bro. He knows Santa. Dude, that's what they do up there is throw snowballs. He'll put rocks in that shit and rock this man's world.
Kevin has got the pigeon lady who lives outside. She's homeless, bro.
What's an old
She's
lady gonna do?
They're gonna
homeless.
stick the birds on him?
Bro, so he's got the environment in his favor. You think Buddy has it in his favor? He's got animals.
What are the birds gonna do? No. I saw today on social media that there's going to be a Rush Hour 4.
I'll be watching.
No
yes,
shit.
I did see it.
No shit.
I literally saw it today.
Yeah. No, I
I
know.
might have seen something about that.
Sorry,
But I feel
guys.
like Jackie Chan's got to
New
be
mics.
freaking chief by now. I mean, he's been a
Dude, yeah. I
in
know,
those
right?
movies. He's been a police officer for over
He's
20
gonna-
years.
Well, when you said chief, I thought you meant like cashed out.
No,
like as in he's
legitimately,
old
he,
as
he was an
fuck.
inspector 20 years ago, which is like our equivalent of the detective. So
Yeah.
he's got to be, you know,
Chief.
Retired cop, maybe. Or chief.
I'd say he's chief. I don't know. I'm watching it either way. I don't care if they make a 4.
3 fell
He's
off.
gotta
3
be-
was not as good as 1 and 2.
It was good though.
I
It
don't
was
remember
okay. It was not 1 and 2 were premium.
Oh yeah.
Premium.
Number 1. Yes.
I think number 2 was the best.
Run was great.
What was
Two
the
great.
what was the second one's plot? It was, the first
Number
one
number
was
2
number
they
one, the
started
one with
out
the
in
number
China.
right, and the first one
The first one
was with the kid.
The first
right?
one was with like the Chinese ambassador had his little girl abducted,
That's
but
the
it was
best one.
based in America.
In America.
That's the best one.
The second one
Yeah.
was Chris Tucker goes with Jackie Chan over to
Yeah.
China.
Almost
And
as good
actually,
as
that
the
was
first
pretty
one.
good.
Yeah,
They're
that
both
one I think
really
was
good.
funnier. That's when he does his little Michael Jackson impersonations and like
Is that the one where
deal with the
No.
triads and
that's not the one that they're in the in like the massage parlor, is it?
yes,
Yeah.
that's the second one.
Damn, that's a good one.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
better.
the second
The
one.
second one's the best one. Rush Hour 2 is the
They're
best.
both. I'm indifferent. They're both.
1
the
and
best.
2 are good, but 2 is
I don't even
better.
remember 3, so that's not a good sign.
3 is definitely if 1 and 2 are like 8 and 9 on a scale of 1 to 10, 3 is like a 6. Which makes me think 4 might be like a 5. Just my opinion.
It'll still be a 10 in my heart though.
Still gonna
Just
watch it.
because
I'm gonna
Fair.
watch it.
I'm gonna
I'll
watch
watch
it.
it, yeah.
I will go watch
Yeah.
it in the movie theater. If they're telling me that Jackie Chan is coming back, even though he's like, I think he's like 66 right now.
Sometimes it makes me sad to see these characters of my childhood look so old.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
fucking Sylvester Stallone.
I haven't seen him in so long. I expect him to look like the Kung Fu Master from Kill Bill.
Yeah.
With like the
And-
beard like all the way down to his knees.
And age-wise, it's probably not far off if we really think about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jackie Chan now versus the actor who played who you're talking about, I guarantee it's less than 5-year difference.
Dude, have you seen Jet Li?
No.
It's no
Uh,
bueno,
not-
bro.
I don't give a
last
fuck
few
about Jelly.
decades.
He's no bueno.
Fuck him.
Speaking of Jet Li, did you see recently that they were talking about Bruce Lee? You know, obviously you know who Bruce Lee is. You know, he had like the mysterious death back in like the 70s where, well, he had a brain swelling. So now they're saying that they think that it's been a mystery this whole time. People thought that he got murdered because his son also died in mysterious circumstances.
Wasn't it like a Tylenol or ibuprofen
So
death, something like an allergic reaction to
So,
something
with Bruce
like over the
Lee-
counter?
with Bruce Lee, they didn't have a reason why he died actually. Like they were just like his brain was swollen, and that's all that they could really say about it. But recently, what they've said is that what the problem was is that his kidneys could not
That's what it was.
excrete enough water, and he died from I think what they call it, like hyperhidrosis. You know, like where if you drink like 2 or 3 gallons of water in an hour and you fucking die from water poisoning. That's literally what it is.
Right.
But it was just because his kidneys couldn't handle that, just regular amount of water, and it killed him. I was reading about his
Probably
son.
genetic, yeah, probably whatever it is.
His
it's probably
son
passed
like
on to
got
his son.
shot.
His son
or
got
some-
shot,
Oh,
bro.
like
well, maybe not.
while
though.
filming a
a
movie.
movie. Yeah, shout out.
Like prop gun went wrong type deal.
Shout out. What's his name?
The old guy.
the actor who killed. Yeah,
Fuck.
Uh,
We only talked
John
about him.
Travolta.
no, it's not. John Travolta.
It wasn't him who killed somebody. It was
No,
we only
it's
talked about him
Travolta.
for like 2 months straight on the podcast. What's his name?
Here.
Anyway, so the way that look up this guy's name, but the way that Bruce Lee's son died, so apparently it was a similar
Alec Baldwin.
Alec
That's-
Baldwin.
okay. White guys, same age actors. Okay,
I can
So,
see how you get that.
The
mixed
way
up.
that Bruce Lee's son died was a similar way, was that they had a real 44 Magnum revolver on set, right? And somebody had shot a what they thought was a blank round or something similar to that through the gun beforehand. And there was an actual live round, like a not a live round, but rather a lead slug had done a squib round inside of the barrel,
stuck in the barrel.
which means for people that don't do guns, pretty much means like somebody shot a bullet and instead of it going out of the barrel, it turned and got stuck in the barrel. Well, while they were doing this scene, this guy was supposed to get shot at. Well, they had a blank round, and when they shot the blank round, it shot the squib out of the barrel, and it hit him and killed him. Talk about some shit luck.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah, some shit luck. I've had a squib round once. I
How'd
probably
you
shot-
know?
Well, so I shot. Normally, I would have known because it would have like blown up my barrel because I was shooting. I shot like 500 rounds out of an AR.
Yeah.
But it just happened that it happened to be the last round that I shot that day. So I just packed up. I was out in outdoor range, like an hour away. Packed up, came home, and I didn't find out for a long time. And then I came home, and one of the first things I do is I clean it. So I got home. Can you hear me?
Yeah, just
All
keep
right.
going.
So I got home and I was cleaning it. I was doing the bore punch or the bore
Mhm.
snake where I clean the inside of the barrel, and it wasn't going through, which sometimes happens when it gets coiled up and stuff. And I was like, this is weird. And I kept trying. And what you do is, you look through the barrel. Usually you see light, like oh, I do that, and I didn't see light. I was like, that's odd. So then I got like a solid punch, and I punched the squib round out, and I was like, shot like 500 rounds. That happened to be the last one. Yeah.
Round out of 500.
Weird. Yeah.
You could be dead right now.
That wouldn't have killed me.
It would have blown up. You
Not
could
like
be blind in one eye.
it would have
and
destroyed
deaf
my.
in,
It would have
well,
destroyed
you're
my
already
barrel.
deaf, but deaf in one ear.
Would have destroyed my barrel and possibly hurt my left hand.
Yeah.
But, anyways, random story off topic. We're talking about Alec Baldwin and squibs and stuff.
Okay. Well, welcome guys. This is the
Yeah.
Christmas episode.
Merry Christmas.
Episode. I think it's episode 20.
Yeah, this is 20.
Episode 20. Merry Christmas, guys.
Is it only 20? I would have thought a lot. I'm not here all the time, but I would have thought a lot more than that.
No, it's 20. I believe.
Blame it on AJ.
Adge the vag.
No,
Damn.
it's not AJ's fault, but I mean, within a year, that's not that bad.
Every other
When did we
week,
start?
once a month.
Like a year ago.
Well, it was over a year.
It was over a year ago.
Well, around Thanksgiving. So
Was it?
about a year ago?
Okay.
All right.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
I couldn't told you.
But anyway, Christmas episode. So Keaton, tell them what we're doing today, because anytime Keaton's on here, we got to do a fight club. So it's a special episode.
So 'tis the season. We are going to do a essentially a fight club bracket organized with characters from various popular Christmas films.
It's a Christmas movie deathmatch.
It's a Christmas movie deathmatch, and we're gonna spend a brief amount of time on each fight, and we're gonna do our best to, go over strengths, weaknesses, environments, special abilities, so on and so forth, and then we'll come to a victor for each match, and then we're just gonna move our way through the bracket. And this is the first time we're doing this.
Yeah. We've
So
never done a
obviously,
deathmatch.
bear with us.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the best we can, and hopefully it'll be fun.
All right. So do you guys want to start it off right now, or
Yeah.
We might as well.
Might as well.
I sent you guys a picture of the first
so
round.
I'll pull up the first one. Okay, round one for everybody. We're going to do John McClane, which is
So these are all the contestants, by the way. So we'll just go ahead and tell you.
correct. I'll go ahead and I'll just
It's
read them all.
All the contestants, yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna be doing an 8-man bracket.
Yep.
So the 8 contestants are John McClane, which is Bruce Willis from Die Hard, Turbo Man, which is Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way, Kevin McCallister, Home Alone, Buddy the Elf, pretty self-explanatory, the Grinch, specifically Jim Carrey, the Grinch, Frosty the Snowman,
Just Frosty.
just Frosty, Cousin Eddie,
Christmas Vacation.
Christmas Vacation.
and then Bad Santa,
From
and then
Bad Santa. I can't remember what
I got
his- But go ahead. Keep going.
that's
I
all.
actually have it.
Those are
on my
those are
phone.
those are our 8 contestants.
Willie Stokes.
Yeah,
Willie Stokes. Okay,
A.K.A. Bad Santa.
so
Yeah.
we're gonna start
Billy Bob
off
Thornton?
Billy Bob Thornton, yeah.
We're gonna start off the bracket, round 1 with John McClane versus.
Well, can I interject just
Sure.
real quick before we start? Just I guess I just wanted to mention 2 of my ideas that aren't on the list. Just wanted to mention my 2 ideas that we didn't add were Robot Santa from Futurama with rocket launchers and stuff, and Jesus. But the reason we didn't do Jesus is because that's kind of a cop out. He would just win against everybody. So, all right, go ahead. I just wanted to do the.
Yeah, Jesus is OP. let's
Yeah,
be
Jesus
real.
would be
Jesus
unfair.
is overpowered.
We
just-
considered baby Jesus, but then it was like,
little
what's the difference?
yeah,
bro?
little 8 pound, 6 ounce little baby Jesus.
Yeah.
In his manger.
It's
But-
major.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're gonna start off round 1. The preliminaries: John McClane versus Turbo Man. And again, Turbo Man is Arnold Schwarzenegger in the movie Jingle All the Way. For those who aren't familiar,
I'm going Turbo Man off the rip,
Hmm.
and it's only because of one reason. My man can fly, bro. Turbo Man can fly, and when you're thinking about it, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger in a freaking robotic suit, bro. He's already a beast. Could you imagine, dude? Imagine how scary that would be. Just forget the name Turbo Man. Arnold Schwarzenegger in a flying Iron Man suit coming at you. How fucking scary is that?
and
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, it's been so long since I've seen the movie. I don't remember the details of the suit, but
and that's gonna happen with some of these characters. We're just gonna kind of give the best assessment we
Yeah.
can based off the knowledge we have right now. We all didn't go back and watch every single movie. We're just kind of going off
Right.
of.
Yeah.
We're shooting from the hip.
sorry, you finish.
I mean,
No,
that's
no,
pretty much all I was. Well, all I was getting at was that it was a world class bodybuilder, the Terminator coming at you, but he can fly.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I understand John McClane, but he's just a dude.
Is he a cop?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
he's
Undercover.
just got cop skills, and it seems like really good luck too. From the
So
movie.
he might
And a
have a
wife
little
beater.
bit of the
In a wife
he
beater and
might
some
have a
blood.
little bit of the intellect going for him. Maybe some grit.
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
about all he's got.
Maybe
though, and a gun.
slight PTSD.
Oh, so yeah, we also had the I guess like the abilities for each character. His ability was endurance and a handgun.
I think he gets like an Uzi at some point.
I think he steals that
At
from
some point, yeah. Once he
he
kills
takes
somebody,
it from like
yeah.
a terrorist.
We'll give him a single-handed firearm.
A
Yeah.
Beretta. I think he has a Beretta.
Okay, so that's essentially versus Turbo Man, who is Arnold Schwarzenegger, which base to base is still a rough fight for John McClane. I feel like even without the jetpack,
without the suit.
Yeah.
base to
Oh, yeah.
base.
But
It's
then
still a
John
rough
McClane's
fight.
got a gun though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but with the suit, doesn't the suit have guns?
No.
No,
He
suit-
doesn't have
but
guns.
his armor. Now, do we know if
He's
it's
got.
is it bulletproof?
See,
I don't
clearly,
know.
I don't remember
But
much about the suit.
I would have to say that
I'd say bullet resistant, maybe not bullet.
I would say resistant. Right? He does fight
Like-
aliens on a typical basis.
like with a solid shot, you're taking him out. If you're close up, if you're like straight up, if he's standing there and you pull out a 9, I mean, you could shoot him right between the dome, bro.
I'll be honest,
or right in the I mean, it shows this of his face. I mean, you shoot him in the neck piece, he's done.
Now, I'm
I didn't
kind of going off just how I envision this, but I envision this at the top of a skyscraper
That's because of Die Hard.
because of Die Hard.
Yeah.
But Turbo Man obviously has a jetpack, so he's able to fly around.
Well, I mean, it's a Christmas
Unless he gets
episode,
shot.
so
Unless the jetpack gets shot.
we're talking about a snowy skyscraper right now.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, John McClane's probably inside, but if the fight
What
goes,
is the okay? So, what's the terrain here? Set the
the
terrain.
terrain is
The scenario.
okay, New York City,
I was thinking Chicago.
A city.
a city,
Chicago's
a
better.
big metropolis, L.A., Chicago, Detroit, whatever. The top of a skyscraper. John McClane is inside, probably some shot out windows, and Turbo Man
Hidden in
comes
a
up from
vent
the
somewhere.
outside. Go. That's kind of the situation we're working with.
So I'll be honest, I didn't plan before the podcast who I would think would win for each of these matches. And this is a hard one, I think.
Is Turbo Man just coming over the edge? I feel like he's just like, whoosh, just
I
coming in.
think Turbo
hot,
Man's
bro.
coming up from outside.
That's what I was thinking. Right?
He knows his enemy
Is
is up
there.
top. He flies up. They make eye contact. Now, obviously, John McClane needs to stay inside because the second it goes outside with his tank top,
If
the
we're being-
elements are going to start to get to him because Turbo Man is in an insulated suit.
I don't know if first off, I don't know if that's that big of a deal.
Yeah, because it's not
considering how
extended
short-
periods of time.
Yeah, a short period of time. But I'll be real though. If we're talking about on top of a skyscraper, swoop and
This
dump.
is like top level.
Swoop-
we're not
swoop
talking
and dump,
outside.
bro.
We're talking. John
Yeah,
McClane is-
drop him off.
Dude,
You
all
can
you
just
gotta do
drop
is
him off.
he's got rockets on his back.
Pick him
Pick
up.
him up, drop him
A
off
reverse
the edge.
superhero save. Just swoop, pick
Yeah.
him up, and drop him off.
Wouldn't even be that hard,
Do
really.
either
Yeah.
of you
Man, I
have
keep
a
going back and forth.
strong argument for John McClane?
I did. So I went listening to y'all's conversation. I started with Turbo Man. I actually switched to John McClane. Then with the swoop and dump concept, I was like, yeah, no, Turbo Man. But I was thinking with the suit not being bulletproof and him not necessarily having guns, I thought, yeah, John McClane for sure. But honestly, I think it's close because one, John McClane could just shoot him. Two, Turbo Man, it is still resistant, could swoop in, just push him off the fucking cliff.
If I'm being real, I think most of the contestants in today's tournament would lose to John McClane,
Yeah.
or a lot of them, a good portion of them.
If it was on
But
flat
Turbo
ground,
Man, if we're talking about on top of a skyscraper and you can fly, the mobility alone up there, it's going to be hard to hit him with a shot. You're going to have to hit him with a
Yeah.
last second shot.
yeah.
And even if you do, you better aim for the head because
All right.
swoop and
And,
I
drop.
say-
and it's a handgun. How many rounds are we talking he actually has?
I
He
mean,
doesn't-
It's also like late
realistically,
90s.
less-
18 tops.
Yes, max.
Max.
Probably not that because
Absolute
this is like
max.
890s. He's Was he got like a 6-shooter unless he picks up one of
Yeah,
the Uzi?
It's probably more or
John
less
McClane
like 13.
is not rocking extra mags. He's rocking a single shooter
because that's what he brought to the.
that's what he
that's
rocks
what he
in a
brought to
tank
the
top.
party.
I'm gonna go as far as to say if it's a skyscraper like we're saying it is, then I 100% think Turbo Man wins. Flat ground.
I think we've come to the
it's
conclusion here.
Yeah,
I think Turbo Man wins 8 out of 10.
Yep.
We've all came to the conclusion.
Yeah.
What
Turbo
I say
Man.
8 out of 10.
I agree.
Yeah,
I think that's fair.
I'd say that's about fair.
Okay.
All right,
So,
let's roll on to the next
Turbo
one.
Man.
So
Yeah.
can you
Oh
write
yeah,
down
I'll take note of the winners.
winners? So, unfortunately, John McClane has lost the first round against Turbo Man.
Kind of surprised.
Really, I mean, because Turbo Man's not even really equipped with anything besides just flying. I mean, that's just so.
I mean,
OP.
I would say semi-superhuman strength.
It is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Even if you don't say superhuman, he's still. Even if you only say human, he's
gonna
hand-to-hand
he can
combat.
pick
John
you
McClane's
up.
getting fucked.
Yeah.
And he's essentially got armor on.
Right. Plus the jet. I mean, he's just got more mobility. I think it's a sweep, honestly. Okay. Round 2. This one is going to be interesting. We have Kevin McCallister from Home Alone versus Buddy the Elf.
Give me the terrain because I need to know the terrain for this one. Straight
Okay.
up.
I don't want to make it. I want to make it kind of semi-neutral. Okay. So I don't want to make it
Not
opposite-
Kevin's house.
I don't want to make it Kevin's house, but I don't want to make it the North Pole. So I'm kind of thinking,
Buddy's dad's house?
the streets of New York City.
I'm thinking, a park where there was like a snowball fight ensued in the elf, but there's also things around that Kevin can use, like from Home Alone 1 and 2, or like a mall, because they're both
Park.
shown in Central Park or a mall.
I'll be honest. I think that if Kevin McCallister is so strong, but if he doesn't have a certain amount of time for preparation, he's weak.
Well, before we get there, let's
Yeah, but Buddy is innocent. He's not gonna make a
We gotta
plan.
figure out the environment first.
I feel like if Buddy does anything, it's an accident.
Let's agree on
Anything
Let's
damaging.
agree on the environment.
Okay. I don't think
The park?
works for
I
me.
like the park.
Yeah.
I feel like that's definitely in Buddy's favor, which I'm fine with. I mean, just certain things are.
So what do you think? Buddy's just gonna run up and just beat him to death with his hands, or pick up a
We're
log
talking
and
about a
smash his
snowy
head?
park, right?
We're talking about a snowy park.
So he's picking up snowballs.
He's gonna kill him by snowball fight.
100%.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the park.
Oh, I'm Buddy the Elf all the way.
Okay.
What-
Okay.
Yes, we're doing a park.
Okay, but we're gonna give the park, but we're gonna say Kevin knows it's gonna be at the park 2 hours before the fight starts.
Give it like a half an hour. Because honestly, I think y'all are sleeping on Kevin a little bit. I think he has
well,
because
I don't think
Buddy
so.
is pretty
There's not
innocent.
much in the park
No.
that you
Buddy's
can
an
make
adult,
into something.
but-
right.
If we're talking about the projects and we're going into an abandoned building, hell yeah, he's got everything to work with.
Here's the other
But
thing,
in
though.
a blank slate of a park, there's nothing there besides grass.
So Buddy the Elf is an adult with the mind of a child. Kevin
Okay.
is
the
a child
with
with
the mind of an adult.
of a warrior.
Of a fucking psychopath.
Exactly.
Yes.
I vote Kevin. I think Kevin
how
wins.
much time do we give him?
Young Rambo.
How much time does Kevin have to prepare? Because he gets some time since we're giving Buddy the park.
I mean, he is a child,
We'll
right?
give him
So-
1 hour.
I-
Works for me.
Okay, so Kevin McCallister
How's
knows
he
the
gonna
fight's going
acquire
down.
This.
We're doing the best we
Okay.
can. We're doing the best we can.
I feel like he needs more time.
I still think he wins.
All right.
Okay, so Kevin McCallister knows the fight's going to go down in Central Park, and he's got 1 hour, and he's familiar with Central Park. Okay, go, Elijah. What is
Buddy's
your...
going ape shit, bro. If it's snowing out there
Grabs a
and there's
rock.
snow,
smashes
this
his
man's from
skull
the
in.
North Pole, bro. He knows Santa. Dude, that's what they do up there is throw snowballs. He'll fucking put rocks in that shit and rock this man's world.
Kevin has got the pigeon lady who lives outside. She's homeless,
fuck.
bro.
What's an old
She's
lady gonna do?
They're gonna
homeless.
sick the birds on him.
Bro, so he's got the environment in his favor. You think Buddy has it in his favor? He's got animals.
What are the birds gonna do? Shit on him?
They're gonna literally shit in his eyes, and he's not gonna be able to see. And Buddy's a baby, so he's gonna cry. He's shown crying multiple times.
Yeah, you think he's a baby until he eats that fucking syrup spaghetti with the chocolate sauce,
Bro,
and fucking goes ape shit.
he's whipping snowballs at kids, and they're fine. They're just
I forgot about that
they're
though.
just snowballs.
But
They're
yeah,
just he's whipping them like an
You
MLB
can do that with
pitcher,
rocks.
but they're not doing anything.
I will
they're
give
just
I will give him
snowballs.
this. If he throws rocks the way he throws snowballs, that's dangerous.
That's what
as
I'm
shit.
saying, bro. Throw a couple
Kevin
rocks
plays
in that
for
bitch.
keeps though. He goes to hurt people.
I'm still voting for Kevin because even if all he's got,
Buddy's looking to win a snowball fight. Kevin's coming for blood.
bro, yeah, Kevin.
Kevin is
Even if he
coming for
doesn't have an
blood.
hour
He's
to
dropping
plan,
bricks on
he's
people's
got
heads,
sticks,
He's
bro.
dropping
logs,
bricks.
rocks. He's got the mind of
He's
fucking
icing
savage.
down these sidewalks. Buddy's
gonna
not going to
dump-
be able to get his feet. He's
Yeah.
not going to be able to get his footing because he's
Kevin's a
slipping
kid,
on
but he's
ice the
gonna
whole time.
fuck
Well,
up Buddy the Elf.
what kind of materials do you think that he's procuring in an hour
Logs,
to do this?
rocks, and sticks.
The
bro.
fucking child is getting logs and rocks and sticks in an hour.
Did you see how many groceries he can carry? Bro had like
Yeah, and he
9
dropped
grocery
all
bags.
of it.
He's gonna
And he
dump
dropped all
water.
of them,
He's gonna
bro.
dump water on pavement and make it ice, and then plan
In
for
an
everybody
hour?
to slip, and then drop a
In the
fucking
middle of a park.
Yes.
boulder
in an
on
hour.
his skull once he trips.
Kevin
Kevin
given
wins.
an hour.
Kevin wins in my. We say Kevin. You say Buddy.
I say, buddy,
All right.
Give me your strongest argument as to why. Go.
he's a grown man.
But a child's mind.
And he can slang anything. If he can slang a snowball, he can slang anything in this motherfucker. If he sees him, has
That's-
him in his sights, bro, a rock, boom.
That's your
He would
strongest-
not
to the
even
dome
think
piece.
to
It's just-
throw a rock though because he's in a child mindset.
True. So that's his strongest
All you
argument, but
gotta
I still
do-
think
All you got to do is tell him that Kevin wants
Who's
to
gonna
hurt.
tell him?
No,
this
no, no.
1v1?
All
To
you
fight
gotta
to the
do-
death.
All you got to do is tell him that Kevin wants to hurt Santa, and he'll fucking murder him, bro.
No, he's gonna try to
Kevin's
bring him
parents
the
aren't coming
joy of
home
Christmas.
if he doesn't win.
he's gonna bring him the joy
Kevin's
of Christmas.
parents are not coming home.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Buzz
be like, I'll
is
bring him the
not
joy
gonna
of
be
Christmas,
there
and he won't be so
to feed
angry
his
anymore.
tarantula.
Okay, so you guys are saying Kevin.
Kevin.
I say Kevin.
I say Elf, but 2 beats 1.
We're going Kevin McCallister.
Kevin goes next. Let's
Okay.
take a
All
break.
right.
I gotta piss.
Just finishing up on that last one. I'd like to say that if the Wet Bandits couldn't take him out, Buddy the Elf couldn't take him out.
They're professional criminals.
They're felons,
Adults.
adult
He's 8.
felons,
Professional.
adult felons,
That's
as opposed
pretty-
to the mind of a child adult.
They have the name What Bandits.
Anybody
meaning-
can be an adult felon.
Yeah, but they did.
They didn't get caught immediately.
Buddy drinks syrup and throws snowballs. But okay, we've spent
And
enough.
burps loud.
And he
Just
could
wanted to-
throw fucking rocks
Could.
and
He
bullets
could.
if you give that
Yeah,
motherfucker
he
a Glock.
could be a felon.
I think the
He's not.
biggest thing was when we discussed Kevin's strengths, there were things that he was shown doing versus Buddy's strengths were just hypothetical strengths.
True.
Does that make sense? We know Kevin could do the things we said he could do versus Buddy, we are just assuming he could.
I think ability wise, he has the ability to throw rocks that fast.
I don't disagree with that.
But I don't think
I don't think
he
he's
has
gonna
it
even think
in
of it. I
him
don't think
to
he's got the
do that.
intellect. I
Right?
don't-
Yeah, he would try to be like, "Why are you so angry? You're an
If
angry
you
elf."
tell him
Who's
Santa's
telling
in
him
trouble.
that though? Who? This is 1v1. Nobody's telling him nothing.
Me, I'm setting the fight up. This motherfucker is trying to kill Santa.
Even if you say that, I still think he's gonna just sing Christmas carols to cheer him up so that he doesn't.
No.
kill Santa.
The best way to
go,
spread Christmas cheer is singing loud for all to hear.
Yeah, that's what he would do.
Yeah, but if you want to spread Christmas
And why
fear,
he's doing
he's gonna fucking
The
murder
robot
all
Santa
around
is
here
what you need
and
for that.
fucking kill Kevin McCallister.
All right, what's the next one?
You got it, Chief.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Round 2. Are we ready? I'm sorry, that was round 2. Round 3. This
I know what it is.
This might be my favorite one, honestly.
And what? It's a sleeper round because the one
Gr-
everybody thinks is gonna win ain't gonna win.
The Grinch, specifically Jim Carrey as the Grinch, that's the one we're going off of, versus Frosty the Snowman. And with Frosty, we're going off of any Frosty. You can pick from any Frosty, any feats from any Frosty movie, anything at all. But for the Grinch, we're only discussing Jim Carrey.
Are we talking in Whoville environment?
That's to be discussed. So I'm assuming this is just an Arctic terrain because they both come from both. The Grinch is from an Arctic mountain and Frosty's a freaking snowman. So we're just going to go in Arctic terrain.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter because it's both the same for both of them.
I have a feeling that I'm going to disagree with you guys, but it's going to be 2v1 on that.
I don't know who you think.
I just a feeling, but I guess we started a trend with starting
If
with
we're being
But
real,
before we
Elijah.
start saying who we think is going to win, let's all discuss who we
attributes.
for both. So Elijah will go what he thinks the strengths are of each,
so
and then we'll go the weaknesses of each, and then we'll discuss.
So-
So this is round 3.
with the Grinch, right? First and foremost, he's cunning, right? He's like cunning, sly. You may not even think that, but if you think about the whole Grinch story, dude, the man snuck in to an entire town and stole their Christmas. That's hundreds of people that didn't notice that they got burglarized. This man is sneaky as fuck. The best burglar there ever was. The best thief that there ever was.
Definitely
like-
puts the wet bandits to shame.
Yeah, probably better than the wet
It's a
bandits.
shame, bro. So
Actually
he's
succeeded
definitely
with ease.
with ease, and with that, you got to be smart. You got to be intelligent. You got to be cunning. You got to be slick.
And I would
Somebody came out to take a piss while you're in the house, and you got to fucking lay in the shadows.
I would
bro.
add to that just his sheer persona of doing that to a town whose literal life revolves around Christmas.
Yes,
Literal the definition of gives 0 fucks.
but also to be fair, they didn't see it coming.
Also, very little defense. They're
That's
all
what
in
I'm
their
saying.
town
It's a-
square celebrating, singing
It's a,
Santa, whatever they want to, you know what I mean? They don't see it coming. They're innocent. It's kind of
It's
an
a- it's a
easy
town-
It is
victim,
easy.
it's a
it is
town
easy.
of Buddy the
but
Elves.
he does it in such a large plane. I had to give him a little
They
credit.
should be able to find him. And also,
Also, they
in-
know they
I
know
was
he's
gonna say,
present.
They know he's
in
there,
the
yeah.
Jim
They know he's
Carrey,
there.
in the Jim Carrey version, they know more than the OG version. They know way more about
He
him.
used to live with them.
Yeah.
He used to live. He went
He
to school
came
with
from
them.
Whoville.
So Whoville is aware of him. This is not a surprise.
Mhm.
This is not a new enemy. This is an enemy they know
So,
of and have.
not so much of an easy picking, right?
Their
so-
defenses are still low, but they know he's there. I think they're just more
But the sheer
unassuming.
amount, though,
right,
is
is impressive.
impressive, and
On his
we
own.
have to
on
acknowledge
his
it,
own.
right?
On his own.
Have to acknowledge it. Not only that, he does have Max, his dog.
the dog.
That dog's the shit, bro. Don't
True,
sleep
but-
on the dog. He pulled the sled, bro.
All right,
It's
yeah.
a fat ass sled.
Fair.
So we're talking about his strengths and weaknesses. First and foremost, sneaky as hell, cunning as hell. He was also able to talk his way out of a lot of shit, right?
I would say intelligence 4 out of 5.
Okay, now Frosty.
But no.
Hold on,
That's
what's the-
only one thing. This mofo is strong as hell,
I
bro.
was gonna add that if you were not gonna add that.
At the end or closer to the end of the movie, right? So like he picks the entire sleigh over his head.
So
That's like
this sled had every single Christmas present from every single house all on one sled. Picked it up by himself.
are we talking 6 tons, bro?
I mean, a town.
We talking 6 tons.
I mean, we're
bro.
talking probably
We're talking
I mean,
a
there's-
town.
I
We're
mean,
talking
the-
a small town.
small town. I mean, 10,000 people, or is that a lot?
We're talking 10,000 pounds.
Easy.
It's like a dump truck.
Yeah.
Full dump truck. A
So,
fat dump truck.
what is okay? And who are we fighting? We're fighting Frosty. Okay, so we're not fighting a human. So never mind.
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like we got some sleepers in this one. We got some ones that
All right. So those are essentially his biggest
sneaky, strong as fuck. Like
Pretty
probably
and-
the strongest person on the list.
Also malicious. He has malicious intent.
is lack of fucks given. Or
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
counts.
He's willing to stomp on somebody's fucking
Yeah.
face.
Yeah, like he
Yep.
wants to cause harm. Yeah.
Yep.
Like if
Okay.
he wanted to kill you, he would just do it.
Grinch weaknesses. Closed-minded. Narrow view. He's not looking around him. He's so focused on his task that he's not looking at his surrounding. He's not looking at the outside factors.
Not innovative.
He's not.
Well,
I don't hate that. I
Yeah,
don't hate that
he's-
statement. I don't.
yeah, I think
he makes a plan and he sticks to it. And if it doesn't go to that, he gets mad. He's clearly shown getting mad when things don't go to his plan, and he doesn't have a lot of answers.
He's self-loathing too, bro. He doesn't believe in himself. If he gets put on the back burner, like if somebody starts whipping his ass, he ain't coming back from it, bro.
Also, I mean, he turned good pretty easily. I mean, it didn't take much.
Indecisive.
Indecisive.
Yeah,
On
he
it,
may be
he's like
easily
not
swayed.
He's not. Yeah.
Easily swayed. So emotionally,
possibly
he's a
susceptible
roller
to
coaster.
manipulation.
Susceptible to manipulation, easy. But that's weird because he is intelligent, but he's very susceptible to manipulation.
Emotionally weak.
He's emotionally
Yeah.
weak. So,
Okay,
But
Frosty.
his strengths, though.
other weaknesses: extreme emotional weakness.
Green. Depending on where you're at.
Probably bad teeth.
Yeah. Probably bad teeth. Oh, another one of his wouldn't really help him in this fight, but it's for any like human being that he's going against, dude. Extreme smell. That motherfucker stank, bro.
I was just thinking.
That's
we're not. He's not fighting a human.
Yeah.
I know,
But Frosty
we're
has
talking
a
about-
carrot.
But if we're
for a
talking
nose.
about
If
in
he fights a
general,
human,
if
we'll
we're talking
get
about in
into that.
general, it's like a mustard gas coming out of his face and ass.
Yeah. Yep, that might be an argument for later. So, okay, so that's the Grinch.
Yep.
Let's
So
go
Frosty.
Frosty. I think, well, it goes without saying he literally has the element more so than any other combatant in this fight.
Are we
Bracket.
forgetting that this man's
He's made of the Christmas element. Literally created by it.
he's
He has unlimited
first
regen.
and foremost,
Meltable.
Unlimited regen.
he's magic, bro. With a top hat.
So is the
Dude,
Grinch.
you know, that's his number one. Actually, you know what? We may have a decent fight here that I think about it. Because when you think about Frosty, you know what makes Frosty? The top hat on the snowman. You knock the top hat off, he's done, bro. He's done. You knock that corncob pipe out, he's done. You knock out them coal eyes, he's done, bro.
Dude, all it would take for the Grinch is a fucking flame. He torches him with a flamethrower.
Grinch plays with fire regularly.
Not only will he melt him instantly, but he would burn the fucking hat right off his head.
Hold on. Before I get it, what offensively is Frosty doing to the Grinch?
Oh,
Tell
dude,
me offensively what he's using.
he's
against the
got
Grinch.
snow on his side.
Snowball fight.
Because so as far as the movies go, right? We know snowballs, right? It's his thing. He can throw snowballs. That's a major thing, right? He can fucking sling the fuck out of the damn snowball.
So
Fling
can the
some
Grinch.
ice-
He grew up in
ice
Whoville,
chunk.
which is literally only a Christmas town that their whole lives is in winter.
That's
So-
fine, but if the Grinch throws snowballs at him, he's just adding on to his body mass, bro.
Might slow him down.
Why? It wouldn't. It would just add on to him.
It's like a bodybuilder.
oh, just adding another leg to him, bro.
Yeah, no, that's why he would just use a flamethrower, dude. The Grinch is winning. I understand.
With preparation, maybe.
No, even without preparation. So let's see.
Do we want to go straight up no preparation for either?
Frosty.
I'd
the
say
S-
no prep.
Okay, no
Okay.
prep, no prep
'cause
either.
It's not Kevin McCallister.
All right.
Yeah, no
They
prep
don't
either
need
one.
prep.
No prep either one.
So let's think about this. So Frosty the Snowman he is magical, right?
yes.
He's in his element. He can throw snowballs or ice chunks. But I think that's about it. But the Grinch is gonna fuck him up. He's gonna knock off the top hat just long enough for him to have to rebuild. And
I
he'll
don't
get
think
some
that's-
form of fire.
That's one thing that I neglected to think about before this, because I just thought about how Frosty was just a big ass piece of ice, and how you can just do what the fuck ever as
Yeah.
long as it's cold.
And he's
right?
not even ice. It's just
But the
snow.
thing
So he
is,
just
we all know you take the fucking top hat off, he's done for.
And then the
Also,
Grinch
think about
goes and
this.
gets a flamethrower, torches the shit out of the
But
hat
does-
and
but
the
does
rest
the
of them.
Grinch know? But does the Grinch know the top hat?
He is a Christmas character, so probably. But even if he doesn't,
grew up in
Bro.
Whoville.
They don't know about Frosty and Whoville.
he's still, even if he doesn't know, he's gonna do something that's gonna
Listen,
involve
okay, so
his head. That's probably gonna knock
Best
the hat
case
off.
scenario, Frosty's got the winter element. The Grinch lives at the top of a mountain in an Arctic wasteland. Do you think a little snow is going to affect him? He literally prefers that. He lives in that. That's where his home is. He is not going to be affected by snow. If all Frosty has is the element of snow or ice, it's not enough for the Grinch. He
Only
lives
if he
at the top of a
incapacitates
mountain.
him.
He lives at the top of a mountain in an Arctic wasteland.
I still
Plus
feel
superhuman strength. And when I say superhuman, I mean multi-superhuman.
Yeah, he lives in
Yeah.
Siberia. He's
He
gonna
literally lives in Siberia and loves it. He
Dude,
prefers it
I
there.
really thought Frosty was gonna be a fucking dark horse.
gonna-
But the more
I
that
did
you
too.
talk about it, like
yeah, he's gonna fuck up Frosty.
I think
Frosty
I think
does
the
a lot
Grinch is-
better against everybody other than the Grinch because it's also the Grinch's element.
the Grinch is so strong, bro.
I think anybody else, Frosty gives a lot of problems to. But I think because the Grinch also lives in an Arctic wasteland at the top of a mountain where it's the coldest, I think it just doesn't really affect him. It's like it's
So,
like ice
like,
versus ice in Pokemon. bro.
Against Buddy the Elf, for instance, it's his element, but he's also innocent enough to like. I don't think he
Well,
like
he's a
Frosty
human.
is
He's a human.
mopping
and,
the elf.
and the Grinch
Frosty is mopping Buddy
Yeah.
the elf.
wants to destroy Christmas. Frosty is part of Christmas. He wants to fuck Christmas up. He's gonna fuck up Frosty the Snowman.
Well, okay.
Buddy's just
So
gonna
we're talking about
give him
a
a hug.
fight, right? Frosty, you take the hat off, right? And Frosty's done. But easy though, because
He could
He doesn't
rebuild,
die. He's like,
but it's
he's-
not instant though, unless you
Well,
destroy the
somebody-
hat.
but somebody has to build a snowman, right? He
Mm.
can't just
He
make.
can't
I
build
didn't even
himself.
think
build
about that.
himself.
But once he
there has
is
to be a snowman
built, he is magic. But
so
until he's built,
so it's out of the window,
Didn't even think
right?
about that.
So he's dead in this sense. He's dead. He's not dead, but he's out of the fight, right? So he's never dead, but he's out of the fight.
Well,
So
you can
that
destroy
counts
the
same
hat.
thing, right?
dead but not out of the fight. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, fight's over.
Yeah.
So
The
So I
Grinch,
think
we're taking
we
the
all
Grinch.
we gotta go
think we're
Grinch.
taking-
Unfortunately-
are we putting Grinch down?
God, I did not want the Grinch to win.
Okay.
All right.
Last preliminary fight before we move on to the semis.
Battle of the Drunks.
oh, this is the best. This is the best.
Cousin Eddie. Bad Santa.
I'll tell you right now, I'm taking Cousin Eddie.
Mm.
He's redneck as shit, bro. And that's all I gotta say, bro. Dude, he lives in an RV. He survived off of less. That's all I'll say.
I don't know. Have you seen the opening of Bad Santa?
Long time ago.
He's like in a motel and he like has a cigarette still burning in his mouth and he's hungover and he just rolls over.
I don't think Bad
They're
Santa,
very
I don't even
similar
think Bad
people.
Santa has a home. I literally think Cousin Eddie
he's
actually
homeless.
has a home. Bad Santa
Yeah.
literally doesn't have an address.
One is potentially homeless. The other one has an RV
so
as
if
a
we're
home.
going decrepitcy. I
Well,
think Bad Santa
But let's
actually
be real,
wins
though.
that.
But let's be real though, Bad Santa, does he not become Santa? Or am I wrong?
No. He's a burglar who
And a con man.
kind
Yeah.
of a naive kid kind of takes him in, but he takes advantage of the kid. Okay, let me
Yeah,
rephrase that.
and they pretend to be.
Yeah, he pretty much like pretends to be his friend to have a place to stay, and then bangs his mom, and then that's the happy ending. He kind of becomes
Eddie
sad.
would never.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's keep in mind that both of these fighters, neither's magical.
Yeah.
Both are human,
They're
correct?
both
Okay.
human.
Are we
Yep.
all in agreement?
Yeah.
Both are human. They're not magical.
Right. So.
Okay, and this is a fight.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's go intelligence, strength, speed. Let's just go basics.
So okay, let me. I just want to point out a few things. So when I think of Cousin Eddie, his strengths are dumb luck and just accidental chaos. So when I think of harm that Cousin Eddie causes, it's not intentional. I think it's accidental. He's just an idiot who fucks up anything he touches. Right? So he's going to accidentally stumble on something that's going to cause a chain effect and cause chaos. Now, Bad Santa, on the other hand, has malicious intent,
Makes
just like
his
we're
own
talking about the
chaos.
Grinch, right? He's like that. He wants to cause that chaos, right? It's intentional. So when you're going Cousin Eddie. I'm going Bad Santa because I think Bad Santa is going to take one last puff of his cigarette and smash a liquor bottle over Cousin Eddie's head. And I mean, yeah, Cousin Eddie might fall over and cause a fire, but I think Bad Santa's going to take the cake on that one.
Before
bar fight
I
type
make
guy.
my decision, I want to ask both of you just to answer a simple question. Who's more of a drunk?
Bad Santa. 'Cause I
Bad
think
Santa's more of a drunk. Yeah.
Cousin Eddie is, I think he's just like
I think
dumb. He's just a dumb trailer park
I
guy.
think that hurts Bad Santa.
Oh, because
I
Bad
don't
Santa,
think so.
Bad Santa could get too drunk and because
One
he
thing-
could like try to throw a punch, burp, and pass out, and just literally just pass out on the ground at any moment. Really, that's
I'm
That's
doing
fair.
some. I'm doing some intel right here, and Randy Quaid is Cousin Eddie, right?
Is he like an MMA fighter?
Some height, weight. Randy Quaid is 6'5".
Holy shit!
Billy Bob Thornton,
Going by height, 5'11".
5'10".
My height.
I think Cousin Eddie's taking that dub.
Is Cousin Eddie
why?
mean?
Just 'cause he's a little bit
Is
taller?
Cousin Eddie mean?
There's no way he's 6'5", bro.
Is he mean?
No, he's not mean. He's
No,
just
but
dumb.
but
and
he's down
the
to
family
fight
member.
though. He's
He's
down to fight though.
He's the family
Is
member
he?
that nobody wants
I'm
to be there.
asking because I don't have enough.
He's not down to fight.
And
I-
he's got a fucking pit bull.
Okay, is
or
the
a Rottweiler.
now we didn't talk about that. Is the Rottweiler part of the fight, or is that
Why
that's
not?
unrelated? That it's just the two of them because it's not like the Grinch is always with the dog.
A
He-
5'10" person
but-
versus a 6'5" person.
Cousin Eddie has the dog and his wife and his daughter, and I think maybe a son. Like, are they involved in the fight? No, it's just Cousin Eddie and Bad Santa. And I still think Bad Santa, even though he's unpredictable as far as his alcoholism and might just pass out at any minute. But I think it comes down to, like I said before, the fact that he has intent to cause harm. Cousin Eddie is just kind of a dumb.
He's 6'5".
Okay, so he's a
Confirmed.
big dumb idiot. Well, Bad Santa's a alcoholic,
That's mind blowing. How tall he is.
feeble, yet like the type to grab a baseball bat and smash him in the head type deal. Or more likely, a liquor bottle. Smash it over his head, try to knock him out or something. So, but that's
I'm
just my
going
opinion.
Cousin Eddie.
Cousin Eddie, Bad Santa.
Just from the size comparison alone, they're both drunks.
This is
right?
a fair. This is a close kind of a.
They're both drunks, right?
Well, I
Bad
think Cousin,
Santa more so of a drunk.
dude. I think the only time Cousin Eddie drinks anything in the movie is the like spiked eggnog out of a little moose head thing
Yeah.
that he breaks. I think, or he breaks something. That's.
But I think he's more versatile in doing a lot more things.
Yeah, like I
Because
said,
he's got like a lot more of a checkered background of where he's had to survive. If you've watched the other
It seems like
National Lampoon movies,
oh, I've only seen Christmas Vacation. Is he in the other ones?
yeah,
Oh, I didn't even know
he
that.
like lives out in the desert and shit. And I just think he's man of the earth. Is all I'll say.
I mean, I get that.
So I
vibe.
think he's like more survival.
I'll give him that. I'll give him that for sure. But
More survival type, in my opinion.
So you're saying Cousin Eddie's just a tougher man.
I believe so, 100%, without a doubt.
He has endurance for just survival.
And I'm gonna have to say, without any defenses of Bad Santa, I'm not gonna lie. I initially was going Bad Santa on this one, but I gotta go off what is presented and the fact that Cousin Eddie is shown across other movies just being
He's got
tough,
a metal plate
resourceful.
in his head, bro.
He's resourceful.
He's resourceful. He's just a tough man. Not to mention his stature. If we're talking a straight up 1v1 fight, I find it. And Bad Santa's more of a drunk too. So he's probably gonna be drunk.
Christmas Vacation.
I've seen them both, but very briefly.
a long time ago, yeah.
Not enough for me to really argue. So I was going off kind of what you guys said. And to be the tiebreaker, I wasn't at first. This is the first time my opinion has changed. I gotta
Sway
go.
it.
I'm gonna go Cousin Eddie.
Yes,
All right.
he's a savage.
All right. Fair enough. All right. So, the 4 victors thus far, include Turbo Man, Kevin McCallister, the Grinch, and Cousin Eddie. So, the final matches, for those, not the final matches, but the matches, semifinals are going to be the Turbo Man versus the Grinch, and Kevin McCallister versus Cousin Eddie. So next we're going to discuss Turbo Man versus the Grinch.
All right.
Where?
Yeah, where's this?
We've already talked about strengths and weaknesses. So I guess just environment.
Let's discuss where and then what happens.
So are we gonna do like the most like accurate place, like the same way that we did Darth Vader versus Gandalf, right? Like, what's the most accurate place? Where would these two actually meet at? You know?
I mean, the Turbo Man can fly, so I think it could just be a snowy environment that's not currently like there's not a blizzard or anything.
It's definitely not a rooftop like it was before. With
right? No, it'd be
John
different.
McClane,
It'd be different.
you know?
I'd say just like a field of snow with no precipitation.
I'd say maybe
Or a mountain.
on top of a mountain.
Yeah, or a mountain of snow with no
Right? Like maybe even like the Grinch's
precipitation.
lair, even possibly. Like maybe not in his lair,
I
you
feel
know, but like
Turbo Man was called upon by a helpless town to deal with the Grinch.
that's kind of
So Whoville.
some way he was called upon to find the Grinch.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I feel like the Grinch is not seeking
So,
out Turbo Man. Turbo Man is seeking out to.
It may not be the Grinch's lair, but it's in this subsequent
Whoville.
mountainside
Or mountainside.
of where
Let's go an Arctic mountainside.
But I feel
Arctic,
like that's
though,
fair,
right? Because that's where the Grinch is going to
Oh,
be
yeah.
at.
It's
Yeah.
He's
snow-
not just going to be chilling on a beach.
Yeah.
and there's powder, straight snow on the ground.
Snowing. Blizzard, maybe, maybe not. But
I don't know if it's snowing or not. It could be snowing.
Let's just say
I
an
just-
average snowfall. Let's not a blizzard,
Right.
Yeah, all right.
but nothing.
There's snow on the ground.
snow on the
snowing
ground
a little
it's
bit.
snowing.
Not a big
All
deal.
right, that
so
works.
Okay. I don't know, man. I think that Turbo Man's got a huge advantage just with the flying. Let's talk about the positive and
the
negative.
flight is his only advantage.
It's his only.
It's
let's-
his only advantage.
I think that suit is. You said it was bullet resistant, right? So
Not
it's a
bulletproof,
hard
but
fucking
yes.
hard shell suit. It's hard.
which gets cold.
We talked about that doesn't matter. We talked about the
short
positives
periods of
and negatives of fighters before. What are the positives and negatives about these fighters? A, if we're talking about Turbo Man, can fly, obviously. B, you got
Hard-
the yoked ass
hard
Arnold
shell suit.
Schwarzenegger.
And he's yoked as fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before we continue, the yoked ass Arnold Schwarzenegger strength out the window.
I know.
Does not.
No, I know.
Does not
I
even
know.
factor into the Grinch's strength. So if you're gonna use Turbo Man's strength as a strength, you lose.
So who's
He is
you
not
lose?
strong.
Are
Grinch
they
is
tied?
superior in
Compared to the
strength.
Grinch, though. Because the Grinch picked up, what would we say, like
Tons,
10,000 pounds?
tons.
10,000
All right,
pounds?
all right.
Tons.
Arnold
All right.
Schwarzenegger
Like,
can only
un-
pick up, like, not even 1,000.
No.
If we're being real.
Sub superhuman. Like
So he's
just barely
so he's
superhuman.
at the very least 10 times stronger than him.
So much stronger. But Turbo Man can fly. So that is a big
So
one.
he's
And we-
strong, but that doesn't mean his body can handle that. Like
No.
a punch to the face with Arnold Schwarzenegger would still like.
Oh, would still fuck him
Yeet
up.
him
for
up.
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
He's not like Superman. No, he's still.
No,
He could just deliver that strength.
Right. But I
the
would
Grinch
say
is
that
gonna
his
be able
bones,
to take some
He's
damage.
gonna take some damage because the fact alone that he could pick up 10,000 pounds
I can't
means
think,
that his bones are
Okay.
strong enough to hold up.
Alright.
I
10,000
can't
But
think of
pounds.
it off
Turbo
the
Man
top.
has
There
that
are
suit,
feats
though,
in the
still.
Grinch movie that show his durability. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but there are feats in the movie that show his
Well,
durability.
just think about him picking up 10,000 pounds. Think about how strong your bones would have to be.
Fair.
just hold
to,
it
just to
easily.
hold it up.
Fair.
So his, maybe not his flesh, but his bones alone are super strong.
But Turbo Man still has that super strong suit, not just the
That's
yoked
true,
man
too.
underneath it. So that's what makes him kind of like
we
superhuman. It's
don't
not
know what the
Arnold
s-
Schwarzenegger, but the suit.
We don't know what the suit is capable of.
I think that Turbo Man's one and only thing that he can do is a similar thing that he did to John McClane, is by flying in and just yoinking the shit out of him. He picked up, don't get me wrong, he picked up John McClane. But if he goes, he's got a metal suit on, right? If he goes in and just starts diving in, just boom, hitting him, flying back up, boom, hit him again, flying back up, hit him again. That's his only form of offense, really.
I think we're neglecting the Grinch's. He knows the area, bro. Turbo Man, we've determined that Turbo Man is coming to the Grinch.
That's true.
Grinch knows his area, bro. He's not. It's not going to be as simple as stick and move.
The Grinch
Stick and
isn't
move.
used to flying opponents.
You're right, but he knows area. He's also so he might take one or two from Turbo Man. He's gonna be like, okay, I don't like this. I'm gonna make him work for it now. This is not working for me. So he's gonna make it work. And
At the very least, I think he could probably take a few hits from him.
he could definitely
if we're
take one or
being
two.
real,
He could take a couple.
but he'd know how to dodge after a little bit.
Yeah.
It'd be a stalemate for a little while. It would be really hard to decide if there wasn't like a true, like, you gotta kill this mofo. Like,
No, neither one of them has any X factor that's pushing them. This is just
No.
a straight up 1v1.
one thing I was thinking about,
Grinch is meaner,
with the
angrier,
Grinch.
and has more. I think he has more grit.
the Grinch would definitely, dude. If
That's
the
definitely
Grinch,
true.
If the Grinch got hit one good time, be pissed, bro. Another thing though about the Grinch that I was thinking about, we talked about earlier, where we know Turbo Man is a human. We've confirmed this. The Grinch is nasty, bro. He's got the Nova gas
you talked
out the
about this.
front and out the back.
The smell.
The smell, man.
Like a gas, yeah.
He could gas him out. I don't know if it's enough to incapacitate.
I'm still looking at this though. Like I can't picture the
It's enough for
Grinch
days.
offensively
Turbo Man doesn't have
throwing
any weapons.
punches. Well, neither does the Grinch. I mean, he
He's-
smells bad and he's super strong, but Turbo Man's super
If
strong.
he's able
and
to even grab a
can
hold of
fly.
Turbo Man, even briefly, the fight is over.
If he can get one hand on
One
him,
haymaker or
Well-
one hand on him, the fight is over.
but if he gets one hand on him, he's up in the air. But he is kind of a tank.
Maybe. Do we know how much the Grinch weighs?
So I think it's a close fight, but I think Turbo Man wins, but not by a whole lot. I think he can fly, he can pick him up, he can toss him off someplace. He's also strong as fuck. If Turbo Man throws a punch,
but he's not even a fraction as strong as the Grinch.
I'm not saying that.
But he's
I'm not-
punchable though.
Yes. So the Grinch is strong. That doesn't mean he's like his face is that strong. So
Okay,
if
so
Turbo
we've
Man throws a punch,
determined that the
they're
Grinch
both-
can hold 10,000 pounds in one arm. So, which means his skeletal structure can hold that. Which means his whole skeletal structure is that strong. Meaning he can take a shot from a human. We're
Mm.
talking a human. Turbo Man is a human. And he can hold 10,000 pounds in one hand.
I
You
think
his bones
Right,
are
but he has all that, and he has metal fists.
I
bro.
think that is kind of like a magic that comes from his lifting abilities when super motivated. I don't think that means his face can take a building's worth of weight. I'm not saying that's what's happening, but
comes down to is what is the suit capable of?
yeah, it's hard to
I
say.
think that's the X
We don't-
kind of factor.
We're not
for me.
100% sure on all the details there, but I still think a good punch from Turbo Man is going to do a lot of damage to the Grinch.
But could you not say the same
a
thing?
metal
otherwise?
fist.
No, absolutely.
It's-
I'm not saying otherwise, but he can fly.
It's not a regular punch either, because he can use his force with his suit and the metal fist
Yeah.
and the metal fist. It's not a regular punch.
It's also not a
So
regular
they're
punch from
both-
the Grinch.
They're both
No,
stupid
it's not.
strong. Yeah, I agree. They're both
But
stupid
one-
strong, but
As much as I just
one of them can
talked
fly.
the most about Turbo Man, how long can this man fly? How long is this turbo going?
Well, how long does he? Long enough for this fight. You know,
Fair
he's not
enough.
flying cross continental, and I mean, we're assuming it's fully his jets are
Who's smarter?
fully fueled by the time the fight starts. Is what I'm.
The Grinch is definitely smarter. Let's be real.
Yeah, probably.
And he's more cunning.
Is
Yeah,
that-
I
and
would agree.
This is his environment. We are forgetting this is his environment. Turbo Man is coming to him. I don't think we're giving the Grinch enough credit with it being his area.
I don't think you're giving enough credit, though, to the fact that Turbo Man can come down, fucking spear him, come down with a fist, boom, in the face and knock him out in one punch. Dude, he has enough
You think
power.
you can knock him out one punch?
in one, I think with his flight, with enough power, if he snuck him, for sure, one punch he could knock him out. And it may not be a kill, but it'd be enough to end the fight, maybe.
Yeah. And then if it is to the death, he could pick him up and just drop him to
Way
his
high
death.
up in
Yeah.
the air.
So I'm going Turbo Man, but it's close. It's not an easy pick for me.
It's definitely not an easy pick for me either, and I really want to pick the Grinch. But I think the fact that you got jets on your ass and a metal fist and a metal head, I think Turbo Man's taking it. Even though the Grinch can pick up 10,000 pounds with both hands, and he's a sneaky ass mofo and intelligent, and can have the straight mustard gas out of his face, I don't think it's enough. I don't think they're close enough in contact for that long amount of time. I think he could sneak him enough of times.
There's one last thing that I thought about that honestly hurts my argument more so than it helps me. And it's the combat experience.
Yeah,
Turbo Man takes the dub. He literally fights all the time.
Yeah.
The Grinch does not
The Grinch
fight all the time.
sabotages, but he doesn't
He
fight.
he sabotages. He doesn't have any real competition. He's not training. Turbo Man is constantly being tested, fighting. He's held to a standard. As
think
much as I want to give it to the Grinch, now the Grinch with training, and if the Grinch knows
he's
this is
a
going
beast,
down,
bro.
the Grinch is taking the dub if he knows it's going down. But
Plans
a
for it,
surprise
right.
fight, I will agree. I'm going to give it to Turbo Man.
It comes down to if Turbo Man comes down, punches him one time, the Grinch does not have the wherewithal to respond to that, bro. He is so negative on himself and everything that he is. He's just gonna be like, "Oh my god!"
I
and
did
he'll
not
crumble.
think I
He'll
was going to be able
crumble.
to be swayed away from the Grinch.
He'll crumble. He doesn't have the edge.
It's going to be a close fight either way.
Even if his heart grew 3 times,
I will
he
say,
will crumble.
we could say, or I will say, Turbo Man 6 versus like 6 out of 10, 6 or 7 out of 10. You know what I mean? So he wins, but it's close.
I say Turbo Man 7 out of 10. I hate to say it too because I prefer the Grinch, but I think combat experience, because we talked about it earlier with a couple of UFC fighters. I think experience goes a long way.
Yeah, it
Just
does.
being in there and taking shots and being able to adapt and just fighting consistently, which Turbo Man does. That's what he does. He's Turbo Man.
Yeah.
He fights people.
Yeah, the
I
Grinch
think-
is
The
gonna
Grinch does
try
not
to
just
steal his
fight
presence
people.
and mix up his
I
mail.
think
and-
mindset alone and pure metal and
Love you.
power, Turbo Man's got to take it. Dark
Okay.
horse.
All right, fine. Turbo Man.
All right, so Turbo Man wins that one. The next one.
Turbo Man moves on to the finals.
Yes.
Yeah.
This one is Kevin McCallister versus Cousin Eddie.
All right.
Let's be real.
It's kind of an easy one. Cousin Eddie is even worse
Okay, but
than
what
the
if we
Wet
talk about
Bandits
What if Kevin McCallister doesn't have
any time.
any time?
Still wins.
Where are we fighting?
What?
Still wins.
Where are we fighting?
Cousin Eddie's an idiot.
Cousin
You just
Eddie's
gotta
RV, bro.
He'll
Cousin
inside
Eddie's
the
fuck-
RV.
Look, you can't say that because Cousin Eddie's just a fucking homegrown,
He's
corn-fed motherfucker.
resourceful.
Would just knock the shit out of this
Okay,
kid.
the only National Lampoon movie I watched was Christmas Vacation, so I can only speak for that. But in that movie, he's just a bumbling idiot. That's who he is. That's his character. So I've learned about the resourcefulness, and it makes sense because he lives out of an RV and all this. But man, he just stumbles around and he fucks shit up accidentally. Kevin does on purpose. So we could say in someone's front yard.
Gets away with shoplifting, outruns a cop, fucks up 2 professional felonious burglars who are fully grown adult males.
Who are smarter than Cousin Eddie, I think. They're all idiots.
Obviously has some marksmanship skills shooting the pellet rifle. His sheer intellect alone.
Yeah.
Like I said, how many groceries he was able to carry in each hand for an 8-year-old.
And they fucking all fell through.
That has nothing to do with his
Yeah,
strength
the
levels.
bags fell through.
The bags. The weakness of the
Yeah,
bags.
I think
He
this
should
is-
have been
was
smart
so
enough to know about that.
strong,
He should
the
have been smart
bags
enough.
broke before he did.
He should have been smart enough. Cousin Eddie wouldn't have done that.
smart.
He
Like
had no
Cousin
other
Eddie.
means of travel.
Cousin
No, he
Eddie-
wouldn't.
Cousin
He's a
Eddie
minor.
would've-
He
Cousin
can't-
Eddie would have done 2 trips.
No, he would have dropped the bags onto something that caused a fire.
He
That's
can't-
what Cousin Eddie would have done.
He would have taken 2 trips. Okay. I think Cousin Eddie would take him.
I 100%
but
wholeheartedly disagree.
But seriously, what's the scenario?
I say just a front yard, walking down the street.
No prep?
Oh yeah.
Here is the
'Cause
scenario.
Kevin wins
Here's
still,
the
What's he
scenario.
gonna do?
Here's the scenario.
Kick him over?
Christmas with the Cranks. It is a full neighborhood street. Every house is littered with Christmas ornaments,
I
decorations,
like that.
and potential traps. They're walking from opposite sides of the street.
And potential chaos for
They
Cousin Eddie
have-
to cause.
They both have minutes at best, but they know as soon as they come face to face, the fight is on.
Yeah, like, oh shit, there he is.
So
That
they
kind of thing.
know they're sitting on
Minutes.
They're on the other
Opposite-
side of a block.
Yeah.
One block, but it's
No,
all
like they-
Christmas.
Like they know the other person's the
Ornaments,
enemy, but they don't know that it's going to happen
decorations,
at that moment. And then they see each other through a crowd.
trees,
and there's shit, people
lights,
everywhere.
inflatables, reindeers, inflatable snowman, presents.
Dude,
Yeah. I don't care what it
Cousin
is.
Eddie is picking up the reindeer and spearing this bitch, bro.
I think the exact same thing, but in reverse. I think Kevin is gonna see him and be like, oh shit, there he is.
Kevin
he's gonna-
better fucking hide, bro. Because this motherfucker's
Kevin's
gonna
go-
pull out his
Kevin's for
30-aught
sure gonna be
6 and
sober.
Shoot him.
Being a juvenile. Cousin Eddie's for sure gonna be drunk.
Yeah, Cousin Eddie's gonna pull out his goddamn shotgun and shoot.
Okay,
this
he
bitch.
doesn't have a gun.
He's walking down.
He's a redneck. What do
He's
you
not just
mean?
chilling
Well,
with a
I've never
shotgun
seen him
walking
with a
the
gun
street.
in the movie that I saw.
That's true. You never see him.
Well, he's got the shitter sprayer.
Yeah, he's got the shitter sprayer. But that's just hazardous material that builds up. It's not something you spray someone with
He'll
shit.
spray him with them.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
That'll kill somebody
Poop.
a few weeks later.
A few weeks later. Nah, I think
Incapacitate him.
Kevin is smart
Kevin
and
smart
Eddie
to
is
call-
dumb.
Not saying that goes a long way.
So
but he
Kevin's
did.
smart, Eddie's dumb. Kevin's gonna see him and then come up with a plan, while Eddie's gonna be like,
Cousin
I
Eddie's
think
not gonna be
that's the guy-
thinking about playing.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna beat this kid up.
"Yeah, Kevin or
Kevin's
Eddie,
gonna be thinking,
Eddie's
okay,
gonna-
I got this
he's gonna
working for me. I
spend,
got
like,
that.
he's gonna spend 10 minutes trying to decide if that's the person he's supposed to fight or not." Well, Kevin's gonna be like, "Shit, I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna launch it that way," and he's gonna fucking get hit in the face by it. Kevin's smart. He's gonna yeet him with something. He's gonna grab a base. He's gonna realize there's a gift the shape of a baseball bat and grab it, and Cousin Eddie's gonna get the shit beat out of him by a kid. I say Kevin.
I was gonna say Kevin, hands down.
Kevin's a
Not even close.
bitch, but if y'all think so,
Triggered.
Kevin's a bitch.
Well, I think the final's gonna be an easy one then.
So, you guys are saying Kevin?
For sure.
All right. Well, let's move on to the finals. Arnold Schwarzenegger versus a child.
All right. So let's be real. I feel like
Mall
we gotta give.
of America.
We gotta give.
The Mall of America
We
is
gotta
the
give.
scenario.
We gotta give.
which gives Kevin a huge advantage.
No, but we gotta give a fat ass
Oh yeah.
We
Yeah,
gotta
let's give
give a
Kevin a
fat
full
ass-
day.
a month, bro.
Or, yeah, long ass time.
A
No, we'll
month.
give him a day.
A day,
Bro, Mall of America needs
dude.
24 hours. That's all he needs.
In Mall of America
Mall of
You
During
think he's gonna
Christmas?
win?
Largest mall in the world
during Christmas.
during Christmas.
All the
And
Christmas
it's
trees.
in a mall, so it can't fly much.
Right. He can
Dude, Mall of
fly
America's fucking huge.
some parts.
Yeah, I've been to the mall.
I've been there.
I've
They
been
have
too.
a fucking.
I've been to the
Dude.
biggest mall in the world, Mall of Emirates in Dubai.
They
and
have a
it's still not
fucking
big enough for a
roller
fucking
coaster
In
jet.
one portion of
They
the mall,
have a
yes,
roller
but a lot of
coaster.
the portion of
Still
the
not as big. as
80% of the
Emirates.
mall is like normal
Ya
mall.
bitch.
So Kevin McCallister's hiding in the fucking portion of the mall where it's not high enough to fly.
Turbo Man could be just fucking chilling somewhere, anywhere that's it can hold 10 million people.
You're telling me that Kevin McCallister is going to Legoland and just building a fucking fortress?
Do you have a better environment that's more evenly matched for both of them?
I mean, the Mall of Emirates is also a mall,
we're
but
not doing
bigger.
the Mall of Emirates.
They're not going to be there.
We're staying in the States.
Give him a week, though. I say give him a week. Yeah, why not? What more is he gonna do in a week than he's gonna do in a day? I mean, quite more, but like not so much more that somebody that can fucking fly can't just fly through wherever the fuck he set up.
Is this a fight to the death?
Duh.
Okay.
All this is a fight to a death.
I think it's I thought that we were gonna be unanimous here, like right off the bat, and it would take 2 seconds. But I guess y'all are still saying that Kevin has a
Well,
shot.
we're trying to give him a shot.
So I'd say give him a month in the Mall of America,
What place do you think would give him the best shot of winning?
The
If he-
mall
if-
of, I think a giant ass mall would probably be the best. Like a giant
I can't think of
treehouse.
anything better than that.
Okay.
To be honest,
Because, I mean,
So,
there's shit.
Mall
to
of America. Okay, you might be right. Mall of America.
Empty, not empty. Are there people?
No,
there?
it's just him.
Yeah.
He could have friends if he wanted to.
No.
Okay.
No. We'll do 1v1. Mall of America. Kevin gets a week to prep. Y'all go ahead. I'm thinking of defenses for Kevin because this could be a rough fight.
Turbo Man is just fucking him up. He's flying through every single defense. Dude, he can get caught in one defense. Guess what? Oh my God, my foot's trapped. Oh, I stepped in some fucking Legos. I'm flying away and coming back in with my fucking metal fist and murdering a child. That's all that there is.
You forget.
The roller coaster?
No.
What's Kevin gonna do? Roll around the roller coaster with the fucking blade out and just hope he fucking slices this motherfucker?
The real Turbo Man is Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
What is his goal in the movie?
To get the toy for his kid?
Who's got the toy on lockdown? In the Mall of America. Kevin.
So ulterior motives. Okay.
Kevin's
got the toy and he
got
needs
the
the toy.
last Turbo Man doll.
So this is the situation. Kevin's got the toy.
Kevin's got the toy on lockdown. Turbo Man can't be too aggressive.
The last toy.
The last one. As is the movie Jingle All the Way. The last one.
Okay, I hear you. What's
He cannot rampardos around the entire mall. Just breaking everything. Because Kevin's got trap scent. Oh, here's a doll, but it's a fake. It's from China. Oh, here's a doll. It's a fake. It's from Taiwan. But where's the real American-made one?
he won't know
He won't know. So,
until he
Well,
picks
it's
it
a
up
fight,
and looks.
though. His goal in this scenario is to fight Kevin.
but Kevin has found. He
You're
obviously
trying to give Kevin. the
Kevin
benefit of the
is
doubt.
So he, okay,
Kevin
so he trapped
is
him into thinking, oh, I have
obviously
his toy.
an
Yeah.
8-year-old human boy. Obviously, is not throwing hands with Turbo Man, so he's got to go around the. He's got to beat around the bush a
All
little
right,
bit.
so he's gonna trap him into being like, hey, you're
He's
a
going to
kid.
entrap. He's going to use his brain.
We're
power.
using elements. that
This is
work.
some Jimmy Neutron shit.
Mm.
Okay. So, do we think Kevin McCallister is smart enough to, do I say guilt Turbo Man into defeat
trick him,
or trick? Or do we think Turbo Man is
bamboozle.
smart enough to see through what Kevin is trying to do?
I think if Turbo Man sees Kevin McCallister in his sights, he's gonna fly straight through that little dumb skull and smash his brains.
And then no Turbo Man doll.
Arnold Schwarzenegger
Turbo
will
Man's
fuck
Doesn't matter
up
because
Kevin
he'll
McCallister.
still have it. And guess what? The toy will still be there and it'll be a little bit scratched up, but his kid won't know the difference.
And even if he does, still won the fight.
Well, I was gonna say that, Turbo Man's son has Turbo Man as a dad. He doesn't need the toy. That's the ultimate story. That's the end of the movie. Is
Yeah.
Turbo Man's son doesn't actually need the doll.
Yeah.
Turbo Man takes the dub because he's got nothing to lose. And I wanted Kevin to win. That's the
Yeah.
second
Everybody
time
wanted Kevin.
I wanted
Everybody
Kevin
wants
to
Kevin
win.
Everybody
win.
wanted Kevin to win,
But
but
I'm
Turbo
taking
Man
Turbo
is Arnold
Man.
Schwarzenegger with a jet pack.
You
He's
taking
gonna,
Turbo Man?
yeah.
You
I
taking Turbo
don't
Man?
see. I
There's
don't see.
no way.
I've been trying to think of a way Kevin can get through Turbo Man, who's pretty much superhuman with a jetpack. I just don't see it.
Arnold liked this video. Arnold
All right,
Schwarzenegger
guys.
wins the cake. Takes the cake. Wins the fight.
With the Christmas Deathmatch, the winner is
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. Turbo,
Turbo
Man.
Man.
It's turbo time.
It's Turbo time.
Now Turbo Man versus Jesus.
We're not doing that.
We can't do that. Jesus was too OP. Well, anyway. All right, guys. It was a good podcast. Thank you guys for watching. It was a good episode.
It was interesting. My heart hurts.
Yeah.
There was not who I wanted to
there
win.
There were so many fighters that could have won
Yeah.
that we wanted to win. Dude, John McClane really
John
should've-
McClane
just should
had
have
a
Honestly,
great
should have
shot.
wiped.
Honestly, I was thinking Grinch McCallister finals. And I was thinking Grinch was going to take it.
The
And
Grinch should have, but Turbo Man just
Turbo
OP.
Man is just, he's hard to beat. But, I don't know. What if the Santa Claus was thrown in there? But
If the
anyway,
Santa Claus. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas.
Stay bricked up.
Stay bricked up.
peace out.